Welcome, family and the friends, to another episode of the Late Night Talks. And we are for real under the table, a new location unlocked for you guys. And I hope, everything works here under the table. I just put all my setup down, but welcome in the chat. Also, I do it on the other microphone. I hope also everything works with that. But so welcome back in the chat. Pranami's in the chat. Tivari, Claudia, ça va à tous? Ça va bien? What does tous mean? We finally discovered the under tables. Hell yeah. Good thumbnail, Pascal. Merci beaucoup. Interesting. Emir Maria is also in the chat. Sanvi, Taim, Vlogs. Good to see you. Falak. I was studying, but I stopped right now. I welcome Rutash. Clumsy girly. Yeah, buddy. The way you said is kind of funny. You guys have to live with that. My legs are basically in your face, but I hope it's okay, OOG thumbnail. Taim is in the chat. Also good to see you. The location is interesting. Welcome to everyone. Ça va tous means like, okay, welcome everybody. Those shots were aesthetics. Yeah, those shots from the intro are all from different late night talks or different videos or whatever we did on the channel. And so it was basically a journey through my YouTube thingy, The book looks great beside you. Hey, let's go. Okay, so we have, is it comfortable or not? Hella comfortable. Now it's actually okay. With a blankie, it's actually okay, I would say. I'm sitting good, Is it really under the table? Yeah. There is, like usually, here is the chair and there is the table, Isn't she supposed to sleep there with you? Heidi. Yeah, Heidi, I asked Heidi if I can have a place and she said yeah. Okay, intro was great, by the way. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, for everybody who's new, the intro is like really a journey through my whole YouTube thingy, Okay, we have our today's topics, I can, like, here you see the topics, but I think it's not so visible. You can also just open the description and there really the first thing is the overview about the topics, and it's basically, are we meant to suffer a lower self-esteem? What is success? Who will life reward? Constant feeling of unhappiness or unemptiness? Kindness is misunderstood. The impossible dream, when to give up? Financial anxiety? Contentement destroys ambition? And the special questions. So 3 new topics. All the other topics from are the ones we just didn't find the time to talk about last time. So I hope we have a good topic selection, but I think so. And as always, thank you so much for all the comments. Requesting so many different topics and questions from you guys under the late night talk and also in my Instagram story, and I try to put everything together so we have like a good overview on the stuff that you asked. So if your question is not exactly in here, it might be just written in a different way so it fits also other questions, because I got too many questions. Such a great topic. Hey, let's go. This just got dark, lol. Yeah, all the topics. And yeah, for everybody who's new to the late night talks, is also a little bit more of a deep talk. And so I think there's a question in this episode. There is a question in this episode. There are always a lot of questions in this episode, or what do you mean? So yeah, topics are great. Hey, okay, that is good to hear. Good topics. Okay. I was talking about suffering today, as you know. Helene. True. You were talking about that. So, which store did you get your pants? They are damn cool. I think Bershka, or something else, but I'm not 100% sure. I could now check the front, but then the back, but then I have to pull out my pants. Yeah, I don't want to do that, Okay. If you want, we can already quickly start. I really saw in all the other late night talks, in most of the late night talks, you have like a 10-minute introduction. We have to change that. That's too long. Can we please do 7 first? Yeah, as always. Also for everybody who is new, quickly. everything that I'm gonna say to you right now is just my opinion. Feel free to have your own opinion. It's just how I see the world, what my experience are with certain things. So as always, please have your own opinion. Create a mixture between yours and mine, maybe, and then it's the best, you know. And also for everybody who's new, you can, this late night talk, you can, as always, choose the topics yourself. So I'm just gonna do what the chat says, you know, all of them. Okay. Please write the number. Oh, some people are already writing. Please write the number you want now in the chat, and then I can just see what the majority wants, you know. 7, I'm gonna spam 7. Oh, Pranay, I also wanted to have 7 quickly. 7, 8, 6, 4, 8, 7, 2, 5. Basically, okay, I see a lot of 7s. I would say 7 is the biggest, and yeah, 8 and 5 also there. Okay, 7, 8, 5, I try to remember, but we also gonna do a 5. Oh damn, but some people are already spamming out the chat. Okay, topic number 7 is the first. 888. Yeah, guys, I see you. So we're gonna do, as always, try to cover as many topics as possible, and also feel free to write your opinion in the chat. This late night talk only works if you guys also have like an idea or like an opinion on stuff, and then you can write it in the chat, or you don't have to, but it would be always cool, you know. Okay, starting with numero 7, the impossible dream, when to give up. Okay, basically that I gave you the original question, I as always put it in smaller. The question was like, first of all, should I give up on certain stuff? And is the things that I believe in, or the dream that I want to achieve, is it too impossible? And when is then really where did I cross the line, and I should say, okay, I should cancel it right now, you know, when to give up, exactly. And also combined with the whole idea that the commentator, or like the person who commented it, said, hey, it's just is it too impossible what I'm dreaming about? And okay, first things first, from my perspective, is really that with the whole thing with about giving up, obviously it's not nice. Like, it's, first of all, you would say, hey, damn, it's not nice to give up. Never give up. And I also completely feel you on that, you know. But also, I think it's not a shame to give up, you know. Like, sometimes, because I also had the feeling that sometimes people are running in a direction even though they don't want it, and they just tell themselves, and I think I also told you in one late night talk, that they just tell themselves, hey, I can't give up, even though they hate what they are doing, you know. And then I think it's actually not a shame to give up, because you shouldn't do what you hate, because this will make you, in the end of the day, I think, kind of unhappy. And I would still say this shouldn't be like that. Okay, first things first. And then the impossible dream. And like, maybe you can tell your opinion on that. Like, I know there is some stuff that is obviously not physically impossible. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just want to fly. When should I give up on the dream on flying? Yeah, but who decides that stuff is impossible? You know, I think when you really want something, most of the stuff become possible. And if you just have the feeling, okay, this is too big for me at the moment, then I would maybe go on something else for a short time, but not like because it's a thing. If you really want something, I'm not sure if then the thing is, okay, it's too impossible for me, I should give up on that. I would always then, it, like, only when we say someone really wants it, and his whole mentality depends on it, you know, or his mental, then I would always say, hey, before you like say, okay, I'm gonna throw all my plans away because it seems impossible right now, I would say, okay, do something else, maybe go for something, for a smaller goal, and then look in a few days, few months, few years again, you know, because I think if you really want something, it's not worth, it's like, it's always worth to try, you know. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you don't actually want to do this. I believe in change, the plan, but never the goal. Like, there's a story of someone who wanted to find a cure of cancer, didn't get into medical school, went business, and founded a CTC. Yeah, I think kind of like, it always depends for me on how much you really want something, you know. And as I said, like maybe changing the plan could also mean like, okay, I quickly go in something else that maybe leads also to the same thing, you know? Something is better to let go than to hold onto something, because what you're holding might be full of thorns that are hurting you at the end of the day. 100%. This is what I meant with like, you should realize at what point it doesn't make any sense anymore, not because your dream is too big, more because of, okay, I'm hurting myself right now. The only thing I always have on my mind, I will be able to ever become what I want to. What if my future is not what I have planned? This really kills me from the inside. Hey, but you know, don't. I think also the whole thing, hey, when I have this, I'm gonna be happy in my life. I don't know. If you really have to enjoy what you do right now. This, like what the people are saying, the path is also the goal, should be really something that you take on your heart, because otherwise you are working towards something, and imagine it doesn't feel like you wish it to feel, you know? I'd say give up. If the quest towards your dream is hurting you more than fulfilling you, sometimes the quest can be difficult, but it's difficult, has no meaning, and drains you, stop. Yeah, it's really when we reach a point where, yeah, where it just hurts you. Yeah, I just don't want that someone is like sacrificing him completely and for something that he, yeah, that makes him or destroys him. But I think it, yeah, actually when it destroys him, it's maybe this is also good for the bigger goal, but for me it's the most important actually, if you really are happy with what you have in your head, you know. Damn, too many messages. Speaking of dreams, I used to dream about a major I want to study, but I wasn't lucky because my GPA wasn't high enough for admission. I'm still sad about this, but my life is going on normally. Yeah, and it's always like this, the world doesn't stop spinning because you don't get something, you know. Like it was better for me to pass this year and graduate and be a uni student instead of repeating the same year. That's why I gave up on some dream majors and choose anesthesia instead. Hey, and if this is the decision that makes you happy, it's good. If you realize you don't want it anymore and you tried to revive your passion, but it changed so radically that's impossible, then give up. Yeah, and I think you also, or like this for me a big thing, I shouldn't underestimate how much I can change, you know. Like stuff that I wanted as a kid just changes. It's not the same as it used to be. And then sticking to a plan that you once had and you really liked is, but you still have to consider, do I still like it, or is it just in my head because it's in my head for so long, you know. You change as a person. If what you're doing, your energy, make you feel worse over the days, then it's not for you. Something is better is waiting for you. Yeah, like computer science graduate always want to go for big three tech company jobs, but not the small companies. Sometimes you can learn more at the small company where a lot of teaching. Yeah, like you can, yeah, this may be also something where you first have to realize, okay, I go maybe first in a small company and then I work myself up to the big company, and it's not giving up, you know. I totally agree, but sometimes giving up is just better. Like not everyone can handle med school. I feel like you should pursue your dreams until you genuinely feel like it's not possible, but you should still believe in yourself 100%. Like it's but the comment was really like, yeah, it was like, I'm not sure if it's even possible, you know? It depends on the goal. I like if it hurts giving up, and if it not, then, as Jana said, change the plan, yeah. Speaking of dreams, oh wait, I read that. My dream is very difficult, but I'm trying my best, and sometimes I feel guilty even though I spent excellent time studying with focus and not just passing the hours. And then you shouldn't, like obviously I can't say anything against the feelings, but then you shouldn't feel guilty. If you try really your best, what should you more owe the world, I would say. You have to realize sometimes the road doesn't go the way you want. You need to change direction. There's nothing wrong with changing direction. You're just choosing what's best for yourself. And I think, mamma mia, is it small under here? I think it's the most important, what I can only tell you is really listening to yourself. Like if you have something in your head and you really want it and you still really want it and you can achieve it, and what I mean with can is really that it's not like something that, I don't know, kills yourself or whatever, or like is just destroying your whole environment or whatever, then I think it's always worth a try, at least, you know. Like giving up in the first, like instantly, is, I think not the thing, surrender was not and never will be a solution. But yeah, I wanted to say like this, what I was trying to say in the beginning. It's also no like shame to, like, maybe some people would say, hey, you gave up on your dream. Nah, you, as Jana said, maybe you changed your plan, and that's also completely okay. um I was having a hard time studying abroad, so I'm leaving the university there and preparing for universities in my own country, but I'm having a hard time mentally studying again. What should I do? Yeah, I think always coming to a new environment is kind of hard, but maybe give your body and your mentality, or your mind, better I say, a little bit of time with stuff. Chasing the impossible dream isn't easy, but giving up too soon means you never know how close you were. Keep pushing, keep believing. Even the wildest dreams need a little bit of a stubborn heart. Yeah, I think this is what I meant with, this is the nice thing. If you really tried, and this is actually what I can now final say to the question, is really to the person, give give all, like, give all your heart to something, and then you can really tell, I tried in the past to reach for this stuff. And also this includes really trying, also, as Jana said, changing the plan maybe a few times, or changing, also your, like, it's also completely okay that you change, but giving it a try and trying your best is, I think, a little bit what you owe to your own brain for creating something like a dream, no? Or if you really want something, or your heart really wants something, I have the feeling always that I owe them my hardest, like, then I can at least tell my heart, okay, I really, really tried with this stuff. And I think then it's also easier to forgive and all this stuff, or forgive myself. I agree with setting a clear goal, not reducing our goals, but rather increasing our focus on them. And this requires strong willpower. Yeah, but as I also always say in the study streams, really take care of yourself. Like, what I meant now with giving it all doesn't mean that you, for example, what the people demand, a study for 24 hours or whatever all the time. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna just kill myself, because when you want to reach something, it's also about being smart on reaching that, I would say, and it doesn't mean, okay, I'm going to study for 24 hours every day, because this is not possible anyways. But you know what I mean, with the people always commenting, I do a 24-hour stream. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be sitting here. I think then I wouldn't do the live streams anymore, because then your boy's brain would be just damaged. Assalamu alaikum, Pascal. Alaikum salam. Every dream is actually a child of impossibility, and someone is calling me, and we have to let that child grow and develop and make mistakes sometimes. 100%. 100%. Why you sit under the table? Crazy comfortable here. Even giving up shows how strong and self-important you are. Yeah, like, okay, quick week, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I had like, not family, but like about 3 corners relatives, and there also someone stopped studying, and changed the thing, and then people were saying, this person gave up, or like, I hear this from friends, or how can you give up on stuff? No, like, she didn't give up. She just changed her plan, what she really wants. And I think it's no shame on, like, I have more respect actually to the person who, like, says, hey, I'm gonna stop studying that because this is not gonna make me happy in the future. I'm gonna start something new. I have more respect for this person than the person who, I'm studying this because, I don't know, I actually don't even like it, but I want it now because society wants it from me, and I do something, and I'm gonna be crazy unhappy in my 40s, or 30s, or whatever. And this is, I think, the first person actually, for herself is so much more important, and I think this is actually really good. Imagine someone comes to your room and see you talking under the table. Oh man, I read this today. Procrastination is like a credit card. It's the chain. It's all fun and games till you get the bill. Yeah. True. Yeah, like, I have a lot of study and I try my best. I want to do more today, but I can't either mentally or physically. But I studied every day this week, so I'm rewarding myself with 4 hours of fun. And this is 100% true. Like, you gonna be more and more unproductive if you more and more drain your body, like this, like, some people this way, like, I don't know, even big CEOs or whatever, those people who really work the hardest, or like also doctors or whatever, they also have holidays sometimes. They also need to recover, and it's no shame about that. mm, I can't give up because it has no end. I can try as much as I want, but at some point I should know it's too late. Yeah, but this point is not there, no? I would say. Okay. Um how I'm sitting here. Yeah. Pascal, is there any earthquake occurred there? Sorry, off topic, because actually sitting under the desk. No, 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 no. I just thought that this would be nice because we had in all the late night talks in my whole room those different locations, and I thought it's kind of nice, you know. Okay, I would say we can jump to the next topic if you are open for that, you know, because yeah, we talked about this now long, long, long. Giving up is hard and sometimes more courageous. 100%. Yeah, this really what I was trying to say. It really takes a lot of courage to, because it's not only that you give up and you maybe say, hey, I failed this. It's also that you have to tell your family, your friends, everybody you know, and all you think like them. They think bad of me and all the stuff. So I think yeah, it's sometimes that's the reason I think it's even shittier when people are saying, damn, he or she gave up. No, like, this person made the decision and you should be like, it's not your life. Okay, next topic. Feel free to write your topic request in the chat. I already read the fives and the eights today. Five and the eights. Yeah, let's see what has more. Five, 8, 5, 3, 1. You don't owe anybody an explanation. 100%. 6, 5, 2. Okay. I see more fives, to be honest. You're very stoked. What is stoked? I don't know that word in English. English too is too bad bad for that. Okay, I see. Okay, I see actually a lot of eights and fives. Okay, 8 and first 5 and then 8. Feeling of constant feeling of unhappiness and emptiness. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday actually a little bit in the stream, and I was also this morning thinking about it a bit. You know, I told you my opinion. I think we sometimes expect too much. That we have those crazy moments where we felt so happy about a few things, and we think like, oh, now I should be like this all the time. But I think, like, imagine you wake up usually, or at least I can only speak for me, usually I don't wake up and think like, damn, I'm crazy happy. No, I really wake up neutral. Or what about you? This one hit. Yeah, I always, like, when I wake up, I'm neutral, and I don't have like this crazy feeling of, okay, I'm crazy happy or whatever. And therefore, you know, I actually have it the same as you, like what the people were writing in my comments and also on Instagram. Yeah, I feel constantly empty and unhappy. Obviously, feeling empty is also a little bit different to unhappy. But I oftentimes feel neutral with a lot of things, even though I would wish to be constantly happy, because who wouldn't be, you know, who wouldn't like that? But I think, first of all, maybe we have too high expectations that we think like we should feel constantly happy. But if you have the feeling, hey, I'm fully unhappy with the situation how it is right now, there is no other way of, you have to change something. And also with the emptiness, I have this feeling. I had this feeling a lot of times, but I always really said, okay, if I'm now in my current situation, and I can now decide, okay, I'm empty, I feel empty and I feel unhappy with it, and I can stay, like, I can wake up the next day and do the same. But guess what? When I wake up tomorrow and do exactly the same, nothing will change. Like, there you need to change something, you know, like, even though you have maybe patterns or routines, or they, by the way, I have a hole in this sock, shit, just so if you have the constant feeling, of unhappiness, and even though you have maybe patterns or routines or habits, you say, hey, they are so promising and they should make me happy. Yeah, but they don't make you happy apparently. Then there is a need. Then there is a need of that you change a little bit, And also what I wanted to say, my bad. Also what I wanted to say is, I don't want to say that, you have this in your genetics. Obviously, some people also have like genes that makes them just unhappier as other people, like from a genetic standpoint. But let's say you don't have that. Then there are also a lot of ways. Like we have also different stages of unhappiness. When you're like really depressed, then there is the need of special help. Then there are different ways. And you might think like, damn, with like there are different ways, and one of those ways is definitely therapy. But a smaller way that might be not so intrusive in your life can also be meditation. And now you might think, damn, he with his meditation, this, like, you can read about it, and this really helps a lot of people. So if you reach this stage, so I think that happiness is a decision, not a situation. I guess the phrase is enough to get it right. Yeah, but Claudia, think of, sorry that I forgot your name for a moment. I just forgot who wrote the comment. Think about like someone is telling you, one of your best friends, yeah, I'm happy, and you just tell the person, yeah, it's a decision. Yeah, but this will not help the person. I think it's nice if it helps you, but I think it's kind of hard to give this as a recommendation, to be honest. I think there's always something to be said about and be happy about. You can choose, and it's always okay to be sad. Sometimes you don't be in a constant mood. Yeah, I think this is also something. It's completely okay to be sad. But I'm, in the topic is like constantly like a crazy amount of sadness is obviously not how it should be. Like, I think being neutral and not identifying this feeling of being neutral as constant sadness, okay? But the other way around, I'm not sure. Nature is a good. Neutral is peaceful. It's better than feeling negative all the time. As long as your baseline is neutral and you can still physically be happy, I'm okay with it. Yeah. I think, as a kid, or also as a teenager, also as a young adult, what I am right now, I think I was like most of my life looking for like, I talked with this actually with my burger friend about this, that we are, especially when I was a teenager, I jumped from one happy point to another. Like, I met my friends, oh damn, that was nice. Then I went home, I felt like a little bit down because I was like not with friends anymore, so I called my next friend and we hang out again, and then my dopamine, my happiness rised again, and then I was really jumping from one happiness point to another. But I have the feeling this is not how I want to live. Like, it's obviously nice to have like do this. I think maybe if you watch the time video, I talked about this. It's nice to jump from one moment to another from those dopamine kicks, but not for your whole life, because actually I would love to be not fall into the thing again. I would just love to be like constantly straight happy, Sorry, now I couldn't read everything. It's impossible to be happy all the time. The mood can fluctuate, but you have to catch those thoughts before they becoming empowering. 100%. This is what I meant. It's like obviously not possible to be like, let's say those were the hops, and like to be constantly here in the happiness like peak. But it would be nice that it not drops like this. Now it should be then at least a medium or neutral, what I was talking about in the beginning. Sometimes we are not paying attention to be happy, but we are so busy looking at the unhappy part, we neglect the other one, and we pay attention to happy part. It becomes a part of happiness right now. And I think, guys, this, or from my perspective, this is also, if you now think like, damn, why is my brain always focused on the shit that makes me unhappy? Because this is, I think, how we from an evolutionary standpoint work. If you think about like our ancestors, they were looking, the person who was constantly looking, okay, where's the next trap, where's the next danger, or whatever, this person definitely survived. Because the other person who's like always enjoying the moment and all the stuff, even though it's really, really nice, this moment didn't survive. So I have the feeling from my own perspective, it's also a little bit in our genes. So don't think like, damn, why I'm always picking on the shit things. I have like so many other good things in my life. But that's the reason I think also a lot of authors are praising like that you appreciate, that you, first of all, don't be mad that you are focusing on the negative things, because I think this is in our genes. But then tell yourself, hey, okay, it's all good. There is actually no danger, or there might be a danger, but to not fall into those deep things I just talked about, think about all the nice things you have. And if you appreciate, for example, hey, I can go on a walk today, I have my both legs, or I can completely see, my vision is good, or my hearing is good, or whatever, I think then this should bring you up again. I don't know if you understand what I was trying to say. How could you define all life well lived, and when facing the inevitable challenges and fleeting joys, what personal values and choices ultimately change the legacy you have left behind for others to remember? Okay, what is now your question? Sorry. It's also for trauma survivors. The brain revises itself to look out for danger. And this is true, and I think it also makes sense that we think like that. And as you can see, like a lot of people in the chat think like that, and I think it's the thing then to, okay, how can I deal with it? Actually, meditation makes me feel like I have a million thoughts in my head, and I hate to face my feelings and thoughts, but I work really hard to understand my feelings, but the journey is hard. And this is what meditation, I sound like a meditation guru, but this is what meditation is about. That, Art Memo is in the chat, welcome, long time to see. This is what meditation is about. Everybody has those like a million of thoughts, and the idea behind it is that you walk through the day, and those thoughts come up to you and they destroy you. Most of the stuff is out in our head and not in reality, like the negative stuff. And then meditation is actually you focus, like you train your muscle, your brain, on focusing only on your breathing, and then a idea comes, a thought comes that wants to attack you, and then you are like, hey, stop, I focus on my breathing. And this is what meditation is about, because you're really trying to get control over your own brain. And I can tell you, the people who have fully control over their own brain, what sounds almost impossible, are actually the ones who like can survive those thoughts the best, and then maybe don't drop into those things. That the reason I started with meditation, like had the idea of the meditation break, even though it's for some people they don't like it or whatever, and it's completely fine, but I did this because I had the feeling, hey, it helps me, why it can't help others. Exactly what you said, there has to be a balance of both. Always being happy is not possible, but always being sad is not feasible either. Yeah, happiness is always a choice. Many people struggle with sadness or emptiness because of factors beyond their control. So saying that happiness is a decision can be unrealistic. Yeah, this is what I meant. But I think Claudia meant it more in a motivational way, because sometimes you can, hey, I choose now to focus on the good things, like obviously not in a negative, even though, yeah, you can see it like this. Often what happens is what we have emptied our lives of things we enjoy, and sometimes it's necessary to take a break and try to reconnect with ourselves. Therapy might be a good option if it's constant. Like, yeah, I think with the whole therapy, meditation is one thing, but therapy and like professional help is obviously, like, if you, let's say you are in a month, or even if it's, I don't know, half a year or whatever, like a long time, and you feel, hey, I didn't had one of those ups I was speaking about since a long time, then it can be always a decision to do therapy, even though therapy is important. But yeah, then maybe this talking with us helps a bit, that you see that you are not alone. It's a long time that I didn't saw you stream. I don't think that you remember me about the topic. I think that if someone had the constant feeling they need to do something to go out for that. Hey, Art by Memo, obviously I remember you. Welcome. And yeah, they need to go out and try to find a way, 100%. Like, I think it's even nice for the people that you realize something is wrong and then trying to make the decision to change it. Life can be constant, and please, guys, please just talk to yourself in the morning or anytime that's so forgotten. Practice and last, live in present. Don't think about your future, and everything will vanish one day. Yeah, but it's really easier said than done. But I can really feel the people in the chat. I always wonder what really makes me feel at peace. The answer is when I achieve my dreams and become perfect, but that's not gonna happen today. I think I'm stuck in a loop. Yeah, and I really feel on this. Like, hey, if I achieve that or if I'm perfect, then I'm gonna be happy. But we have to be honest, like if you think like this, you're probably already perfectionistic enough, then it will be kind of hard to be perfect. I think it's really nice to go for it, but also see what you have right now, like you as a person, and then also realizing, hey, I can be also happy already right now. How nice is it that you are happy on your way and when you achieve your dream? Like, don't choose, okay, I can be not happy right now, I only gonna be happy in like 10 years of time. No, maybe choose, even though it's not a decision what we just said, but maybe try now to also be happy in this state. And it's completely okay to be happy even though you might not be perfect, you know. I always feel like I won't be able to succeed. I'm afraid I mess everything up, and that's why I don't take any action. I wonder if there's an excuse because I won't be able to succeed anyway. No, you can. Okay, now maybe you did this in the past, but now maybe think of, okay, now I try my best with like, I don't run for it because I think I can't succeed. Nah, try to succeed if you want it, you know. Okay, we go for the next session. Next question. I think one of the big problems is we want to control the future. That creates doubt in us during our journeys, pursuit the goal. Yeah, and it's really, we have to change the sitting position again. It's really, I think this whole enjoying the journey is also something that I still have to learn and also learned in my past, and I can like only recommend. Okay. We go for the next 60. Could you please do a study with me till the candle burns out? I've lost count of how many times I asked at this point. Zane, I guess I saw this question, and we did this for 1 year straight. Every day I had a candle next to me, so you can check out all the streams from 1 year ago, and there I did it every day, but it's very unhealthy for your lungs. That's the reason I stopped. So I hope you can understand. For the next 60, no, for the next topic, my bad, for the next 60. Okay, we can go for the next. Are you confident with yourself? I would say so. Even though I'm also criticizing myself a lot. Okay, I think it's time for topic number 8, but I can show you the list again of all the topics. But we're closing this as well, you know. Okay, good that you remember me. I was in last year in high school in Morocco, and I said I want to go to Europe for studies, and thank God I'm in France. Oh, how nice! In France. Hey, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, next topic gotta be 8 because the most of the people want 8 topic. Hey, what is going on today? For some reason, we really go through the topics, and I'm not like the last time stuck on a topic for like 8 million years. Okay. Topic number. Why are you just under the table? I don't know. Personal preference. Oh man, the anxiety can be fully explained by future uncertainty and economic instability. Not to mention the social pressure, which I'm not even counting them. Oh man. Yeah, I think there are a million of things why you can be, why you can feel excited. No, not excited is not the right word, but you know what I mean. And especially the things not in your hands, you have to find a way of. That's the reason I always tell, or I always say, like I just try to control the things that I can control, and if the other things doesn't work out, then it's at least not my fault, you know. Okay, topic number 8 is financial anxiety. Okay, gelöft wie ein Rede. Oh man. Financial anxiety. Okay, this topic is there, I think, since 2 weeks. Someone asked this, and you guys have to give me a little bit of impact. What you, or maybe it's the person also in the chat. Oh damn! You can see skin. I don't want to see jokes. Don't see skin. Anyways, and what the person exactly had in their heads. Because I think financial anxiety, only if you have a really rich family and you don't have to care about anything. But I think we all have it a bit, some more, some less. And I also got the question today in my Instagram DMs, yeah, how can I create a financial successful life and all this stuff? You know, I have to say something. Your boy is not financially successful at all at the moment, you know. I'm living in my student dorm, and I have to find a way how to do it, how I do it with my life. So, you know, it would be kind of a weird thing if I now give you tips about how to make money, because this is just not me, you know. That reason, this, for the person who commented this, I'm sorry, I can't give you any recommendations on that. But with financial anxiety, you know, I can only tell you how I do it, because actually there's also something in my life. I'm thinking about, oh, do I make enough money, or will I make enough money? How do I make a living and all this stuff? If you are younger and you don't have to care for it so much, it's shouts out. That's actually a really cool phase, I would say. Or it's not constantly in your head, but I think the older you get, it's gonna be in your head, 100%. And I can only, you know, or how I do it, I try to tell myself, okay, you can think about money the whole day, but this will not help you at all, you know, because I will not wake up with a donkey next to me who shits gold, you know. I have really what I have right now. I have my degree, I have my both hands, my brain, my legs, my body, and I can try to make the best out of it. But I never, this what I always told you, this is at least my mentality, and maybe it will change because the times will be harder. But I always thought, okay, I try to do something. First, I think about what makes me happy in life, and then I think, okay, how can I attach this to the whole thing of caring for myself financially? And this is what I always told myself. I hope it works out, but I also can't give you like the yeah, I can't give you my hand for that, you know. I can only tell you that I really believe in it. Financial anxiety is very difficult for me because sometimes you can't fix. We can consider like sickness something, I don't know, but money is important. 100% money is important, and I think who denies it has maybe enough of it. But I obviously, financial worries are best asked for me. I'm a university student, and only my mother is trying to put me through school, and we live in Turkey, so I think it's understandable. Sometimes life feels so. Yeah, I also heard that in Turkey everything got crazy expensive, even though the people doesn't earn so much. We have like similar situation, not really similar in Germany, but I think, yeah, like taking care of your money is obviously important. That's the reason I really try to only, this actually one of the biggest things for me that that helped me at least to cope a little bit with my financial anxieties, that I only invest in myself, you know. Like for example, it would be also smart maybe to gamble on not to gamble, but to like stonks, you know what I mean. But I always told myself, hey, all the money that I have, I'm gonna put in myself, you know. Einfach Grundsicherung und Kindergeld, ja, aber wenn man also für die kein Kind mehr sind, you need money to survive, so it's 100% important. Yeah, true. Pascal, you're amazing. I'm from India. I love you, bro, and I like your vlogs. I see you all make new one. Hey, merci beaucoup. A new one is in the making. The guilt is low-key driving me nuts. The guilt with spending money. Like, obviously, like for me, it's really a mixture between, okay, I take care, I take the money that I get, I'm only investing myself, so I can never tell myself, oh, you spent your money like uselessly on drugs or whatever or other stuff. And sometimes, at least sometimes I also buy myself ice cream, you know. Like sometimes I also have to enjoy small parts, but it as with the other thing, with the other topic what we talked about with the happiness, it's about finding a balance, you know. um Sometimes, oh, skin again, guys. um Sometimes you want to be super elite rich just for your future kids, you know. Yeah, 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 100%. Like super elite rich. I don't know what you would define under that, but obviously, when I think about my future, why I don't want to live on the streets, it's obviously that I also want to have a family and want to take care of them. Want to give them opportunities with the things I made. Financial anxiety is and financial problems in general is why some people can't achieve their dreams. Why some people give up. Yeah, and I think. But if you, for example, if you really want something and you need, yeah, for example, in Germany, it's, I would say, most of the time you have the possibility to do at least a small job. Also, like, for example, I was always in my life working. Like, I always, even though it was never a lot of money that I made, but I told you I worked as a teacher in judo. I worked as a like help teacher for students in the last year of high school. I teach math, even though your boy was literally failing in math, but I thought I can at least help the younger ones. Um, I worked at a trash company where I really had the feeling this is one of the, like, I was working on a trash dump or whatever you call this, like where all the trash from the city goes, and cleaned that up. I always try to have a small job, and if this is possible, maybe this can help. Um, do you believe in marry rich instead of working hard to be rich theory? Never heard of that, but marry rich sounds something that doesn't sound like me, to be honest. That I would feel a little bit bad, but it's, everybody should do what feels right for them. And if marrying rich is the solution for you, yeah. I'm living off my parents. They won't say anything, and I'm 24/7 sick. And they spend way too much on me. It motivates me to get a job, not to go for my actual dreams. You know, first of all, I this is really nice from your parents that they are, like, it sounds like they are really caring for you, and I think also you really appreciate it. But you know you will never, I think, forgive yourself on saying, okay, I'm now gonna do quick money for, like, giving up on my dreams. Is there not a single way of combining those? I can only, yeah, I don't know, maybe all the things that I believe in are wrong, but I really, I was also working in this printer company, and I had talks with guys. Like, there was a guy sitting in front of me. I don't know if I ever told you this. He was, like, in the beginning of his 40s, and he, like, all the co-workers were out. I had to carry those printers. I was basically destroying my bag, but I needed money in this time. And he then told me that he ended up in this company because he was looking just for a way to make money, and I know that he's kind of sad and all this stuff with his whole life. And I was looking in this man's eyes, and I was really like, Mamma mia, Pascal, do your best and do the stuff that you like, and that you don't end up like this. Maybe all the stuff that I do and the things that I believe in will not bring me anywhere, but at least I tried. And he was really, like, I think, almost crying, or even was crying, and I was really like, damn, and 40-year-old guy who's, I was in this time 17, is 23 years old older than you, is telling you this must be a sign. So I can only tell you, if there is a way. Or, for example, if you, like, a lot of my law friends who also studied law with me, or who are still studying law, they went into a law company and do a small mini job there, so they can finance the law life. And like, combining this with your dream, and not like saying, okay, I'm gonna quit studying because I need money. I turned 19 and I still jobless, just studying, and this is hitting me a lot alone. Just can't guarantee success for sure. I'm planning next year I do something, I don't know, but I will. Hey, it's also, yeah, it's also completely now I'm really sitting here at this point in a weird position. Skin again. What I want to say. You motivate me, Pascal. Hey, let's go. Weiß man, wie alt du bist, Bruder? Ja, 24. Steht gerade 24 geworden. What I want to say. I lost track. What did you say? And it's, if your parents are caring for you and you don't have a job at the moment and you concentrate on studying, it's also completely okay. Appreciate the situation how it is right now. Some people are not there. Some people really have to work right now, and I guess we have a lot of people in the chat. So then I think it's also kind of a blessing to never not have a job there. Okay, I slept and woke up on your voice. That was nice. Welcome, the Mena. So yeah. Complaining a thing you love and think makes a lot of money will be amazing. Yeah, for sure. What are your views on... Oh, the message is gone. What are your views on social media glorification, which is leading people to downfall in comparison? I believe we should only compare ourselves from our tomorrow's vision. How old are you? I'm 24, and this doesn't fit so much to the topic right now, but I can only tell you that obviously everybody... you shouldn't compare yourself because you have your own pace, and it makes no sense to compare yourself with someone else because you never know what he or she had in her life. So only compare yourself with yourself. Okay. I hope I didn't miss now too many things. But in Islam, it's a man's responsibility to support his wife financially, like they have to buy her everything, even if she's 100 times richer than him. So some girlies just looked for financially stable dude. And I think, even though this might not be how I think about my life, I think it's completely okay. This is the nice thing, you can always decide how you want to live your life most of the times. Obviously there are some situations where you're kind of in the trap or whatever and you're forced to make decisions, but if your decision is because you have the opportunity to marry a rich man, who am I to stop you? Billings is a small job and your studies is a true skill. It teaches you how to endure and grow 100%, and it can also it really can also burn a lot of energy from yourself and you have to take care of it, but it's also even nicer if it works out. So bro, can you respond? Can you give me tips? I'm a high school student, so I can help you. Me giving tips, I'm a high school student, so can you help me? Yeah, but what kind of tips do you want? And it must also fit kind of to the topics, otherwise it's kind of hard. It's not like that. Yeah. Raf is in the chat. What up? Real as far? Okay. For those who are struggling, you're stronger than the struggle. One step at a time, you will rise from it. 100%. Yo. Okay, some people dreams is to earn a lot of money. Do you think this is right? A lot of my friends think like that. I feel like it's a little bit similar to what I said with the question is it okay to just marry rich? If your dream is to be financially successful and like crazy rich or elite rich or whatever was said in the comment section a few seconds ago, minutes, I think it's completely okay. But I also think it's nice that you think a little bit around the corner, because I don't know if you also say it in your language, thinking about around the corner. We say it in Germany. Die Ecke denken. Those... I have sometimes the feeling the people who are just pursuing a lot of money, they actually pursue the things that they connect with it. They think if I have a lot of money, I'm happy. But they completely cross away the whole happiness part and they think about the money only, and therefore I actually, from my perspective, it's always more important to find out, okay, what makes me happy in my life, and I want to do that. But if someone says, hey, money is happiness for me, then go for it. But I'm a little bit doubting that, because actually what you want with the amount of money is maybe that the people like you, or that you can care for your mother, or that you can buy the things that you want. But then it's not the money, then it's all the other feelings attached to something else. They're pursuing more control of their life, I think. And for example, one of the things, I I would love to also be more financially stable and whatever. Because obviously I would also love to take care of my parents. Or like for me, it's also a thing with my health, like that I want to have some stuff. Like I'm not unhealthy or whatever, but like a few things I told you about, and I had the feeling, hey, I would get better help sometimes, if I would be maybe would have more in this. But it's for me, it was never okay, I have to be rich, I actually just want to be happy. Okay, Pascal, is there any chance you can add subtitles to the broadcast? Apparently not, because it's live right now, Okay. Actually, we have uno moment. Where am I? Huh? Guys, am I still there? Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, but for some reason my no, we are not. Yeah, my thing was lagging. Okay, we are still there. Okay, guys, I would say we go for either uno moments. Merci beaucoup, guys, that you told me. Special topic. Special topic is actually our last topic, but we spoke already for 1 hour, So I would say we can finish the stream. Start saving and investing now. The money you invest now has more interest potential than any money you invest tomorrow or any day in the future. Financial literacy, wealth. Be a sponge of knowledge. That is Cornbold's recommendation. And yeah, I would say I don't want that though. I like, for me, someone who is rich with emotions I love is enough. Like we can push through anything like that. What will I do with a rich dude lost all his money? 100%. Yeah, it would also be not my idea of love, to be honest. This is such a demure late night talk, yeah. But but I feel like always having a side gig is important along with studies, so you know how money works and get a basic idea of our world. 100%. I can also only recommend it. It's not impossible to balance between them. It will help you achieve what you want, and as you said, taking care of your family matters, and money will never betray you. The money talk in the end. Guys, I would say that was it for today. I hope you had a beautiful late night talk. Special topic question will not be discussed today. We are already 1 hour into it. And yeah, we talked about 3 topics. And I think it was kind of nice. We went through the stream with power. That was fast, yeah? Not the setting mode. It's done. Pasi, the special topic. No. The special topic is for the next time. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sitting under the table today. I hope you also enjoyed that. I thought it was kind of funny. Or at least I think this is actually the last location I can give you from my room. And now you didn't saw the room, but you saw the location that are possible. Like we can only now go under the bed next time, but then I have to lay. Anyways, the late night talk was hella special. Hey, let's go. Okay, I hope you had a good one. Feel free, as always, very enjoyed. Thank you, Pascal. No problem. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe. Feel free to check out under the beds. Yeah. To check out the second channel if you want, or my Instagram. Otherwise than that, the Instagram is by the way here. Otherwise than that, only the best. Ciao, Kakao. It was a good being back. Hey, Ruff, missed you. Wiederschauen und reingehauen. Ciao, Kakao, Bisous, and love you.